Yo, what's up with everybody up out there? Beautiful morning, beautiful morning. Yes, sir. Thank God for waking each and every one of us up this morning, man, to come up on here and to be a part of this wonderful day. But right now, you are tuned in to the morning after with no plan B, baby. Gotta say the baby like that, you know what I mean? The morning after with no plan B, baby. Yes, sir. You are tuned into that. Let's go. Oh man. They had me up way past my bedtime yesterday, man. So oh my goodness, yo. We was up so late chatting, man, and talking about everything, man. We got to talking about Magic versus Kobe last night over on my home Shaz channel, and I think that went well. I think that went well. Um, a family member passed away just recently. Well, not she's not doing too well. And I want to send a shout out to my cousin Ronique, my cousin Jumpy, Jameer, twins, Raymond, Raven. Um, I want to send a shout out to y'all, and I just want to let y'all know that y'all in my prayers, and I love y'all. Before I even get going with this show today, because losing when somebody like that is so sick and so like that and so close to you, it's something that you just can't understand, right? You just something. It's really you really can't explain that. It's not something that is it's an everyday thing or whatever. Some people just wouldn't understand that. So I'm not even gonna sit here and pretend like and tell you that. I just know that I'm praying for you, and that's all I can do. Okay, as being a family member, that's all I can do is pray for you and hope that y'all see everything through, and you get strength. And I know y'all strong because we've been through things. We was built for modes like this. We was built for problems and stuff like this. Okay. Now, as y'all can see out there, we got Dawn Staley on the screen. Dawn Staley, man. We starting off with her. And I mean, look, the reason being was why I want to come over and I want to talk about Dawn Staley this morning and women's college basketball is just simply what it is. I mean, women's college basketball is super popular. Not even just with being popular. I've always showed love to the women's basketball community. I've always done that. You know what I mean? I've always made videos on women's NCAA women's basketball. I've heard the thing that gets me about this and is the men that go and say that they don't watch women's basketball, this and that, and then now they have to talk about it on their platforms because of the popularity of it. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't doing this for a clout chasing thing. Like I never, you know what I mean? I've never, talked about women's sports to clout chase. I've actually wanted to talk about women's sports to shine light upon, you know what I mean, the women doing their thing out there, not for clout chasing, not because it's popular and it's what the algorithm wants right now at the point in time, and now you have to talk about women's sports, right? Or women's basketball. It's funny to me. It's hilarious to me because of the simple fact people out there on their platforms are stuck to talk about NCAA women's basketball and March Madness. You know what I mean? Because because they want a clout chase. Let's just be honest. They want a clout chase. They want the clout of But you could check my archives. Look, I've been doing this. My channel's birthday was yesterday. I didn't know until I got offline. I'm a year old. You know what I mean? My channel's a 1 year, baby. You know what I'm saying? So this the morning after with no plan B, baby. You gotta say the baby. Okay. But yeah, it's 1 year now. It's 1 year that I've been on YouTube doing videos. Um, and I just got my monetization yesterday. Shout out to me. I got my YouTube monetization. So I'm officially a partner. Well, hopefully I have some things to clear. It's like I have to clear something. It said it could take up to 2 to 3 weeks or something. Clear that, and then I can move into phase 3. And but hopefully everything's okay with the channel and everything, and then I'll be able to, and I'll be monetized. Okay. Um, it was just my watch hours that was down. But they have, thanks to y'all out there, they have risen tremendously. People are actually watching me, leaving me comments, checking me out, and I love it. I love it. I love it, and I appreciate each and every person that comes by and watches. Hopefully, you stick around for a little bit because I like to get to know everybody. You know what I mean? Let you come on and talk. We had a great show last night on the fans' point of view. Great show, man. We got to talking, had a lot of interaction. A lot of people came through to watch. It was just a great time, man, on a fan's point of view last night. It was super great. It was so great. All right. Now, Dawn Staley in the South Carolina's team, and her team is just incredible. Dawn Staley is she's just it, she knows what she's doing to build the team around. And she's number one because she's probably one of the best coach. Okay, she's the best women's basketball coach in college basketball besides Kim Mulkey. I think her and Kim Mulkey make a super team. Um, if they both are on the coaching staff, like let's say USA basketball, women's USA basketball, but she built around. She got some players, and she knows how to build a team. She really does. Dawn Staley knows what she's doing. She knows how to build a team. We were just talking about this last night on how women's basketball, you can name players so fast off the women's side of the ball than you could of the men's. And I agree. I agree wholeheartedly. You definitely can. And I mean, I proved that last night too. But when you get to talking about them, they got North Carolina Tar Heels. They have the number 8 North Carolina Tar Heels today at 1 p.m. And I hate to say it like this, but I don't even think it's gonna be a fair game, bro. I don't think it, I don't even see them standing on the court with them, bro. Like I mean, South Carolina is just so dominant this year, man. Camila Cardozo is just a beast. She's a monster. She's a beast, dog. She's a beast. Um, and that's the center for the Lady Gamecocks. Okay, South Carolina. Dawn Staley, when she built this team like last year, a lot of her players were leaving last year. I don't think that they expected her to be here. Um, went and grabbed up Cardozo. She got Mawasia Fulwiley from the state of South Carolina. She went and grabbed her up, and I think she's the future of the team. Fulwiley is the future of the South Carolina Gamecocks team. Period. She's the future. She's only a freshman, and she just got this killer instinct. We talked about this last night. The Mamba mentality. She has that. I mean, Wasia Fulwiley, she has that. She can just go in at any given time. Now she's only averaging about 12 points a game. Um, that's no slight to what she's doing because you have to account for her on the court. She was the reason why South Carolina beat LSU. Period. And you have to account for her on the court. But when don't sleep on Tahina Pow. Like, don't sleep on her because she'll hit a three, number 0 on the team. She'll hit threes on you. And and they just got a squad, man. They just got a squad. Chloe Kitts, um, she be down there battling hard. She's only a sophomore. She was a freshman last year, and she's a sophomore. She's grown so much. I think they got her listed at like 6'1". like a guard or a forward. I don't know which one they got her listed as, but she's a beast. You know what I mean? Some people were sleeping on Chloe Kiss. Let me just be honest about it because she's a white girl. They think she ain't tough, but she's tough. She's on that South Carolina team. Chloe Kitts is tough. Um, and you gotta watch for her too. That South Carolina team is just crazy. Bree Hall. Bree Hall is a veteran. That was nice of Bree Hall to come back and play again for South Carolina because they needed that veteran like Bree Hall who's been there before, who knew how to the landscape a little bit. Like Camila Cardoza, she's been there before too, okay, but is Bree Hall's been around that division and stuff. I think they brought Camila Cardoza in. Don't correct me if I'm wrong, help me out there, but when you got somebody like Bree Hall in the team who's a veteran that been around and the way that they move, man, the way they play with each other, it's incredible. I mean, they're 33-0. They finished the season 33-0. They didn't lose no games, but they've been in some scraps though. They've been in some tough scraps. Now they can be beat. Now, they're not unbeatable. I will say that. I will say that. As much props as I give them and everything else, they can be beat. Like I said, you just to me, it's the guard play. It's the guard play for them. Camilla Cordell. Well, Camilla, she'll go off on you too, right? But if you can check those guards, because those guards get slippery down. You know what I mean? You lock up everything down low, and now you got to worry about the guards. And if you lock down the guards, then you probably got to worry about the bigs. But I would bank if I had to. I would bank on the South Carolina make the bigs from the South Carolina women's team to beat me rather than the guards. Because when Tahina Powell get going on them threes, Bree Hall, Mawasia Fowler, just you can't, you know what I mean? There's threes after threes. I know Camila Cardoza had a three to hit against was it Tennessee? I want to say no, it wasn't Tennessee. Who was they playing in that overtime game? Somebody out there help me out. It was that they were playing in the overtime game, and it was coming down to the wire. They passed it to Camila Cardoza. She hit the three at the end. Now she was just wide open. She was just wide open. The other five didn't even step up on her. She was just wide open, and they knew she was going to be wide open. But that's the kind of game that you got to have with South Carolina. You got to bank on the bigs beating you. Got to make the bigs beat you. Lock down the guards and make the bigs beat you. Period. Period. Get them in foul trouble, whatever. Um, I do think that that's a different team without Camila Cardozo for sure. But she's back now. She's back now. She sat the first game or whatever. Camila Cardozo, she's back now, and boy, oh boy, don't y'all got something coming to y'all now? She back now. Now and it ain't nothing nobody could do to stop it. You can't stop this train from rolling once it gets going. I'm telling you, boy, oh boy, it ain't gonna look right. I mean, because she had to sit out the first game, right? She had to sit out the first yeah, she had to sit out the first one because of the little scrum that they got into with LSU. So Camila Cardozo will be back in this game, and now South Carolina's going to be tough to deal with, but they do got the number 8 North Carolina Lady Tar Heels, and I do think that they'll win this game. They got this. They got them winning it in a blowout fashion. I don't know. I think North Carolina has a scrappy little team around them. I wouldn't advise, but I mean, I would say I would go with South Carolina with this team nonetheless. I would go with South Carolina in this. So that's just who I pick on that one. I definitely would go with Ohio State over Duke today. Kansas and Colorado, I think that'll be a good one. But I think I'm leaning more towards the Lady Wildcats in that one. St. John's, New York, and Toledo. I think I don't know who I took in that. Virginia, Villanova. I think Virginia. I think Illinois over Stony Brook. And the women's side of the tournament, I'm talking about. LSU over Middle Tennessee, obviously. But we'll get to talking about them next. You know what I'm saying? But yes, South Carolina. Shout out to y'all, Dawn Staley, and y'all doing y'all thing out there. Good luck today. Even though I know that y'all probably will win, but still, shout out. All right, so got the next slide pulled up, man. The next slide. Before I get into the next slide, man, I wanna take a sip of my coffee. Now today, I did not have my hazelnut creamer, and that's because I was on so late last night. We were on so late last night, and that's way past my bedtime. I ain't gonna lie. I normally don't stay up past no 11 no more. I don't. I'm in bed. I'm in bed. I'm old, bro. I'm old. Yeah, like for real. I get up at 5 in the morning. You know, quarter to five every morning, 5 o'clock every morning. I'm at work by 5:30, starting up my truck. I'm headed out on my route by 6:30. You know what I mean? By 6:30, I'm headed out on my route with my truck. I'm back by 3:30, prepping for the next day. I'm home by 5 in the evening. You know, that's pretty much how my day go. But man, I ain't got my hazelnut this morning, and I ain't kind of feeling my coffee. But look, it was nice to switch it up a little bit. So today I got French vanilla. Now I still got my donut shop. Oh, and correction, it's Great Value Donut Shop brand K Cup. Okay, that's what it is. Correction, and with my French vanilla, and it ain't bad. It ain't bad to switch it up every now and then. So to all my coffee drinkers out there, it's not bad to switch it up every now and again. It's not bad. You can stick to your favorites and whatever, but it's not bad to switch it up every now and then. All right, that's all I got to say. Mm. Now, the Lady Tigers of LSU. Oh yeah, Kim Mulkey. Kim Mulkey. I want them to win it all, man. I do. I really do, man. I'm a huge LSU fan, man. Flage, Angel Reese, Haley Van Leff. Who else was on that team, man? Well, Anisha Morrow. I want them to win it all, bro. I really do. They must take the whole thing, man. To me, I want them to win it all. I know they could beat South Carolina. They lost to them twice already. They know exactly what to do against South Carolina. I'm pretty sure they do by now. They got a number 3 seed coming in the tournament. I don't think that it was right that they got that at all because they're good. South Carolina's good, man. All right. They ain't nothing to sleep on, bro. And the secret weapon that they have is Anisha Morrow. When I first, and this is way back. When I first evaluated the Lady Tigers, I was like to myself, I said, I thought that they were going to get Lauren Betts from that plays with UCLA for a big, but they do got a big. They big like, but she's still young, and I thought that they were probably go after Lauren Betts because she was a sophomore, but they brought in the girl from Brooklyn. That's a beast. Like we can't have it, you know what I'm saying? I can't have it both ways, but I thought that they probably would bring her in. So you'll probably see that if you ever digged in my archives and looked up my old videos on them, that's probably what you'll see. You'll see me talking about Lauren Betts going there. But the team that they got with Anisha Morrow is just she's sharing the ball well, but she was playing with DePaul University before she came over to LSU. And Kim Mulkey grabbing her up and getting her down to LSU was genius to me in Haley Van Lith because look, Haley Van Lith was averaging 26 points up at Louisville before she came over to LSU. I think they all took a downgrade on the points scored to share the basketball, and they learned how to play with each other. That's why that team is so dangerous. That team has all stars on it, straight up all stars on it. Like I'm not gonna lie, LSU is stacked, bro. LSU is stacked. they're not. Some people will say that they're not stacked in depth. They don't have the depth, but I would say they don't need the depth. Not when you got players like Anisha Morrow, Haley Van Leff, Laz Terpoa. Say what you want about Laz Terpoa, but she's a very important piece. Letting her control the ball, coming down. Her defense is crazy. Um, and that's why I like her. She took a lot of charges. I mean, last time she took a nasty charge and hurt herself. I think that might have shook her up a little bit, but who wouldn't have shake up? You know what I'm saying? You getting carried off the court on a stretcher, can't move a little bit. You feel me? They telling you not to move, head feeling some kind of way, neck feeling some kind of way, you know? Like you ain't gonna be wanting to take no more charges. You like, I'm thank God I'm walking again and running down the court. Like, I ain't taking no more charges though. Don't look for me to do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, well, I ain't joking about it, but you know what I'm saying? Like, um, but shoot, Fly Jaden stepped up her game. That team has all stars on it, and at any given moment, any one of those players can drop 30 on that team easily, 26 to 30 points easily. I know they can because, like I said, Haley Van Lev was doing it last year with Louisville. Even though she had to carry that team, she had to score 26 for Louisville to win 20 something points. She had to go over 18 points for Louisville to even be in the thought of winning the game. You know, that's a lot on her. You know, um, I think they still got to drop about 12 apiece in order to be contending. Somebody got to be going off for more, but they all got to get at least 12 apiece. You feel me? Um, and Malaysia did us too. Malaysia was she got two too. You know, they all got to drop at least 12 points in order to be contending with somebody. To me, anyway, that's just my opinion though. But Anisha Morrow was dropping 36 at DePaul. 36 points. She was dropping 36 points up at DePaul University last year. Getting busy, bro. Like she's really her for like she don't have to be. You know what I mean? She don't have to be. They got her down low with Angel just grabbing boards, um, getting them easy buckets, and I like that, and I do, and I like that. She don't have to really shoot 3 pointers because she got shooters on the team that's surrounding her, which is great. You know what I mean? But once she figure it out, and she has figured out the recipe to that team. Anisha Morrow just needs to and I'm probably saying that, but look, if she just drives to the hole, keep it mid range, get whoever's guarding her foul trouble, get to the line because she's a great free throw shooter. Um, man, that's all she need to do is get those and ones. That's how she'll get her 3 points. But when she realize, I mean, she can shoot from the perimeter, but I really don't like to see. You know what I mean? Like it's a high risk. You know what I'm saying? It's a high risk. It's high risk, high reward. But when you got an inside game like that, you don't need to shoot threes. You don't need to. You got the whole team is spacing around. And I think when they get to settling for jump shots, the LSU Tigers, that's when they get in trouble. To me, watching them when they get to settling for their jump shots and shooting, that's when they get in trouble. Flage got a mean inside game when she get the when she get the Euro stepping and laying it up, she doing her thing out there. And when she's that comfortable, when she start Euro stepping through people and hitting her layups, reverses and all that, Flage, she about to have a good game. But that's what they do. That's what LSU do. Stick to getting they and ones. The only people that be shooting mid range that got nice ass mid range shots is like I said, what's her name? Malaysia Williams. I want to say that's her name. Malaysia Williams. She's got a nice ass jump shot. And Haley Van Leff, if they could stick to getting their shots and doing that like that, they no doubt that's their recipe. But I don't know if they figured. I'm sure they have. If I'm sitting here talking about it by now, them being in the tournament, I'm sure they have figured it out. But that's just when they play their best, and that's when they're unstoppable. And I think when they played South Carolina, they got away from that. And when they start playing teams that way, they get away from that. Like they can't afford to get away from that. Like just play the middle. Even last year, Poe, she could shoot. She could shoot, but She got a nice inside game. Like get those 3 point, get those and ones, man. Ladies, get those and ones out there. Those and ones is what y'all need to live on, because they're not a bad free throw shooting team. LSU's not. They're not. They're a good free throw shooting team. They really are. And you can't ask for more than that in women's college basketball. Like, you cannot ask for more than that. Um, yeah, that's all I really have to say about the Lady Tigers, man. They're a great basketball team. They are. And I hope that they win it all the way. That they're my pick to win the whole tournament on the ladies' side. I think they should win it this year. I think Angel Reese should come back next year and win it too. I don't think Angel Reese should go to the WNBA. No, no, I don't. I look, and with all due respect, I don't think Caitlin Clark should go. I don't think Caitlin Clark should go. No. Some people say that, oh, well, you don't know what name, image, and likeness means. Their name, image, and likeness, their deals follow them to the WNBA. Yeah, their deals follow them to the WNBA, but once them eyes start coming up off them, because they're in the WNBA, um, them deals are going to change. You don't have as many eyes as you had before. I mean, it's just simple mathematics. It's just simple mathematics, right? Correct. Um, if you have a million eyes on you before, you got a million followers, but now they're going to drop to what, 50,000 to 100,000. You got a million and you go to 100,000. I'm going to change the deal with you, right? Yeah, because you don't have the same eyes on you. And it's just a fact. There's WNBA players out there that tweet. You know what I mean? Do I think it'll change for Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark? I do. I honestly do think it's going to change for them. I do. The WNBA is where they'll go to lose their careers. Their name, image, and likeness. In my opinion, the WNBA will kill their name, image, and likeness for these young women. Um, uh, no doubt, without a doubt. And it's sad to say that, but it's the truth though. When you get to looking at how the WNBA is watched and how they perform, Caitlin Clark being there is not going to change it. There's not enough teams in there. I think that has a lot to do with it. That has a lot to do with it. It don't cost that much to really start up a WNBA franchise. I don't know why they're not everywhere. I do think women's basketball is the popularity of it will go up with them in it. I'm not saying that it won't. I'm not saying that it'll stay the same and it won't, but I'm saying that they'll probably just get lost in the WNBA because people don't watch it. And I think it's probably because of you know who the dominant teams are going to be. Number one, like it's just a fact every year. Like, you know who the dominant team is going to be. Um, there's not enough teams. I really think that there needs to be more teams. That's what hurts the women's league. I think that's what hurts it, honestly. And the fact that there's not enough teams is why a lot of the players that are good and the teams can't afford them. That's what it is. Let me just be honest. The teams just can't afford these good players. They can't. You can't have Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark on the same team. And not that it would happen in the WNBA, but I'm just saying you can't have that. They can't afford to pay them. If and I pulled up the numbers before. Angel Reese makes more than an entire with her NIL deals. Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese are both individually. Now, both individually make more on their NIL deals than an entire WNBA franchise, and dare I say, including the bench players. Dare I say, including the bench players. That's no slight to the women's though. I'm not trying to beat up on the women here. I'm not trying to say it's a bad thing. I'm not trying to say all that. I'm just simply stating the facts. Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark, individually, and I even say Flau'jae Johnson, because Flau'jae is incredible. She's selling her music, her NIL deals on top of her selling her music and being her own brand herself. Like, they don't need the WNBA. They don't. I hope that Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark come back. I hope they come back to women's college basketball. Because if not, then they'll have to go overseas and play. It's a shame, but the overseas basketball players or organizations think more and highly of the women than we do here in America, right? It's just a fact. They got a salary cap of like what was it like 270,000 something like that for a whole NBA for a whole WNBA team. It's like 270,000 something like that. It's nowhere. It's it's embarrassing. They can't afford to keep a team together. You just can't in the WNBA. You just can't do it. And that alone is the reason why I think that she should not go. Plus, I mean, just set an all-time record, win a championship this year, come back next year, run it back, win it again. Win it again. Stamp your legacy forever, Angel Reese. It's not, look, I'm not, it's hard for, it's easy for me to say, sitting behind the microphone. It's easy for me to say that. Sitting here behind the microphone in Pennsylvania, not having the money in the NIL deals you have and the decision you have. But at the same time, your legacy as a woman in America will be forever stamped and you will be forever remembered by the college basketball player that went to LSU, got 3 national championships, broke all kinds of titles. Your name, image, and likeness will be forever stamped. Forever stamped. You win it this year and you win it next year, you will be forever stamped in LSU women's history down there in New Orleans, baby. Like it's the morning after no plan B, baby. You be stamped down there forever. 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 Period. Your name, image, and like this will then carry you wherever you want to go. You wouldn't even need the WNBA if you do that. If she wins the national championship this year, comes back next year, runs it back, wins it next year again with Anisha Morrow, Haley Van Lilith, and Flage, because they all will be on the court again. So they win it this year, win it next year. There's nothing that would be stopping your name, image, and likeness. You will be forever stamped as the double double Barbie, the double double Barbie, double double Queen, Barbie, whatever they call by you, Barbie. That'll be stamped. That'll be stamped forever in history. In history. My grandbabies will then be reading about Angel Reese, Flage, Anisha Morrow, Haley Van Lith, the women's LSU basketball team. They will be reading about that in some kind of history book. It'll be stamped forever. There nobody can ever not ever take that away from you. Then to the point where you don't even need the WNBA. You wouldn't even need the WNBA, honestly. They would need you more than when you would need them. They would have to open up the salary cap then. Y'all would change things. If Caitlin Clark and if Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese decided to not go into the WNBA, anybody who can go, who can wait another year, if they decided not to go in the WNBA, told them to change the salary cap, they'd do it. They'd probably do it if Caitlin Clark said that to change the salary cap alone. They probably do it just for Caitlin Clark alone. But y'all could change. Y'all can make history. Y'all got the chance. Y'all got the chance to make history for women and really make a difference and a change. Y'all got the power to do this. So but I think that she just go ahead and just stamp your legacy. Come back a little. And I look. I'm gonna be honest. A little of that is because I'm a fan and everything else, but a lot of it is looking out and seeing how history has done African American women. Period. Should be stamped. She would be verified, dog. Verified. Bam. Period. Can't do nothing. Can't do nothing with that, man. You can't do cutting. You couldn't. I don't care where she went. I don't care what she was doing. Whatever, man. She'd be able to do whatever, however, after that, man. At period. Like, just think about it, y'all. Think about that. You know, really think about that. And I know there's a lot of truth for what I'm saying. All right, now I'll keep it moving. All right, I keep it moving. I ain't gonna keep y'all too long on that subject. Even though I'm gonna bounce back to it. Now, I cannot pronounce her name. Nila Ivy. Is that it? Is that it? Nia Ivy? Nia Ivy? Nia Ivy? I like it. Look, she's a beast. She's a beast, dog. She's a beast. Um, and they are led by none other than Hannah Hidalgo. Is a straight up Hannah Hidalgo is a beast. Straight up. She's just something different, bro. Let me just call it what it is, bro. Let me call it what it is, bro. That freshman guard, she is in second behind none other than Caitlin Clark in the whole NCAA. I don't know if Notre Dame will retain Hannah Hidalgo. I don't know. Um, I do want to see her stay there. I'm not gonna lie. I do want to see Hannah Hidalgo stay there, but I just think that she just need more help. I think they missing one piece, and I think their big got hurt. But Notre Dame, don't sleep on Notre Dame. They're a tough. The Lady Fighting Irish is a tough basketball team. It's like they just need that one piece. They just missing one piece to me. Because I mean, look, that's just to me in my opinion though. You may say that no, they're set, they're gonna win the tournament. And they do have a chance to win it, especially when you got somebody like Hannah Hidalgo. You do. I mean, she's just the way that she knows the game, she understands the floor, she reads the floor. She makes it exciting to watch. Like, man, she's a great watch to the game. She knows exactly what she's doing. On the court, she gets her team involved, and she just knows like when to just take that button. She just knows like it's not even like she's a ball hawk because she's not. It's just like Hannah knows like when it's time to just go in. Like, all right, my team need me. I'm on. What? What? It's just crazy. She's awesome, man. She's awesome. And don't let me sit here and down talk because I'm not down talking the team. The team is awesome and great. The team is great. Citron, Sonya Citron. Oh my goodness, she could shoot the lights out of the gym. She'll be back next year. And see, that's why I like this. See, the Notre Dame team is all their players will be back next year. Besides Anna DeWolf, and I think DeWolf will probably could come back next year. I know she's a graduate student, but she's a guard. Anna DeWolf, right? Notre Dame. You got Anna DeWolf. Oh, I'm sorry. Who else is uh Natasia Marshall? She's a forward, number 15. She's from Queens, New York. She'll be leaving. Probably she'll be a senior next. She's a senior now, but I'm not sure if they're giving them that extra year or not. But Maddie Westbeld, number 21 on that team, is a monster. I like Maddie too. Maddie Westbeld, Sonya Citron, and Hannah Hidalgo, the big three on that team. Now, let me clarify this. Without the play of Marshall and everybody else coming in the game, doing their part, they don't shine the way they do. So I do want to say that. But Marshall needs to get healthy and come in. Marshall need to hurry up, get healthy, get on the floor. They need Marshall. They need Marshall in this tournament. I don't know what's going on. And I don't know if I haven't seen her. Haven't seen her on the floor or not, but they need her out there. And they got a team that could come back next year and play good. They do. They got a team that could come out next year and come out firing. Notre Dame do. But I don't know if they can get talent there. through the portal. You got to get her a couple more pieces. Because she do got Citron. She'll have Citron next year. Sonya Citron. She's only a junior, so she'll be able to come back next year to Notre Dame with Hannah Hidalgo. Um, I'm not sure if Maddie Westbell will be coming back or not. She's a senior. If they give her the COVID year or whatever. But if I was Maddie definitely need to come back. But then you got to get two more pieces. That's it. That is it. You just need two more pieces, and you probably want to get a big rebounder, somebody down low, and a guard. But Notre Dame is right there, though. They're right there, and they will take down anybody. They're a sleeper in the tournament right now to me, because if you go in the game thinking that you're just gonna whoop Notre Dame, uh, they'll give you a wake up call in a heartbeat. They will give you a wake up call in a heartbeat. They can take down anybody. They can beat anybody. Notre Dame is one of those. The Lady Fighting Irish is a basketball team that can beat anybody out there in the women's side of the tournament. They can beat anybody. They have the team to do it. Their coach is great. She knows how to coach those ladies up. And I mean, look, they're just not talked about a lot. They're really not. But I mean, with Hannah Hidalgo being the face of that team and everything, but I would honestly say that Hannah don't do what Hannah does. What she does, period. She scores. She scores a lot. She gets her players involved, but don't sleep on West Build down low, grabbing them boards, 6'3". She be grabbing them Jones. And Sonya Citron, they could shoot, and they be shooting, boy. When they get to shooting, it's just man. Like I said, they could take down anybody. It's gonna be exciting to watch the Lady Fighting Irish. Who they taking on? Let me see who they playing real quick. I'm gonna look that up real quick because it's gonna be exciting to watch these games, man. But they could beat anybody. You got live right now. I think we got Ohio State beating Duke right now. They up 9-4. Kind of knew that was gonna happen. But yeah, the Lady Fighting Irish play tomorrow. And they got a tough ass schedule. The Lady Fighting Irish are the number 2 seed, but they got tomorrow Ole Miss. That is going to be a good game. I can't get y'all a winner in that game because I don't think Ole Miss, the Lady Rebels, should be a number 7 seed. I do not believe that. No, I don't. In my opinion, I don't believe that the Ole Miss Rebels should be number 7 seed. How they had number 7 seed? They were number 3. They were the third in the SEC, only behind the great Dawn Staley, South Carolina Gamecocks, the great Kim Mulkney's Lady Tigers. They only behind them. That's it. They number 3 in the SEC, the Lady Rebels, and they are number 7 seed. That's a sleeper seed. That Notre Dame game is going to be a good game. Or that is something that y'all going to want to watch tomorrow. Tomorrow at 2 p.m. you got the Lady Rebels taking on Notre Dame fighting out. Wow. That's going to be a game. Hey, they start right then. Second round. Lady second round. That's going to be a good one, y'all. It is. That one going to have to come down to the wire. I think it is. It's going to be a real good one because they shouldn't be no number 7 seed. They shouldn't be. They should be like a 3-4. You know what I mean? 3-4. So it should be like a 3-4 seed right now against a 2 seed. Yeah, they could take the Irish out of the tournament for sure. They got the team to do it without a doubt, and they have an older team. They're a little bit more experienced. That both teams. It's gonna be a good one. Just put it there. It's gonna be a good one to watch. It's gonna be a good, exciting game to watch against that. See that game. They got by far. They got the toughest schedule so far that I've seen on the women's side. Having to go through them all early right now, that early in the tournament, they got to go through somebody like Ole Miss. Well, I mean the games are starting right now. Let me not get that twisted. The second round in the ladies' side, yeah, it's getting popping. It's right now because then you got Alabama, Texas was playing later today. Iowa State and Stanford's playing later today. Baylor and Virginia Tech's playing later today. That should be a good one. Nebraska and Oregon State today. That should be a decent one. Nebraska's number 6, but they've done South Caitlin Clark a couple times this year, so They should be up there. Middle Tennessee and LSU. That and Middle Tennessee should have been a higher seed too. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they shouldn't have been an 11 seed. They're 30-4. They only lost 4 games. Middle Tennessee State, yes, the lady, what they call it, yes, the Middle Tennessee State, the shit on the lady side, women's side should have never been 30-4. They're 30-4. They should never been an 11 seed. Nah, the seeding that gets you twisted up this year. You know what I'm saying? And I think they're doing that because of the upsets that happened last year or whatever. But yeah, they shouldn't be that. Not at all. Not at all. No, should never happen. But look, I'm not gonna be on here too much longer, man. I appreciate it. Look, I got out here late. I apologize for being late out here today with y'all, man. I love kicking it with y'all in the morning. I talked a little bit of women's basketball with y'all this morning. I appreciate y'all coming through, kicking it with me, man. And before we get on up out of here, I always like to do Grandpa's words of the day, right? So I'm gonna try to do the words of the day, and then I'm gonna get y'all on up out of here and get y'all going. All right. So see and beyond. Most people are limited by their logic, but logic can be a dream stealer. If you look at your life and the situations only from a human point of view, what you can do, your resources, your connections, your experience, you're going to miss the greatness God put in you. The promises that God has put in your heart, what he has whispered to you in the night, may not seem possible. All your logic says. There's no way, it's too big. It's never happened in your family. You don't have the experience, but that's okay. Jesus says that just the opposite is true. That with God, all things are possible. Here's the question. Are you going to let your human reasoning, what you can see and what's natural, set the limits for your life? Or are you going to see beyond the logical? Are you going to believe that the all-powerful creator of the universe, the God who flung stars into space, the God who parts the Red Seas, will make a way where you don't see a way? What you thinking? All right. Grandpa's words of the day. Appreciate you coming through here. Y'all have a wonderful evening. Enjoy the rest of March Madness. I'll be seeing y'all soon. Make sure y'all hit the notification bell for updates. Thank y'all for watching me. And see y'all Saturday.
Want to see Truck and Chubby live and co-host Shad? Tune in at Fans Point of View, Saturday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 3:30 p.m. Pacific Time. But in the meantime, in between time, enjoy the content. Don't forget to hit your notification bell for all updates. Thank you for watching.